It's our last morning in Venice, and last night we met some interesting people who we had an amazing conversation with for about 5 hours, and they told her that she needed to try this for breakfast. So she ordered a
Cafe Corretto,
which is a shot of espresso and a shot of grappa. So she went ahead and got one. Alright, take a sip. How is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna close it. Ooh, yeah, that's strong. You can really taste the grape seeds or skins.
Husk. Alright, and so now we are
I'm awake already.
one sip is all it takes. So now we're off to go see if we can catch a gondola ride as a taxi, because apparently that is the cheaper way to do it. And yeah, then we've got about an hour before we've got to check out of our place and head off to Milan.
A few moments later.
It's not gonna happen.
So we walked to where we were going to try and take a short little gondola ride. Unfortunately, it seems like they're not open this early. So,
On a Monday.
yeah, no gondola ride for us. It's alright. It just means we'll have to make our way back to Venice at some time in the future, because it is an awesome city that we could totally spend more than 2 days in. But walking back so we can check out on time, figure out what we're going to do for a long lunch, and then off to the train. See, it's okay, because you know we miss a little gondola boat, but we get a high-speed train. I guess I'll survive. So our first train just left, and we're saying goodbye to Venice, but we're doing it in style. We booked our train tickets, and we decided to upgrade to premium, super business, economy, whatever, but we get these fancy leather seats that they go up and down, and we've got our own little cabin thing with Thor and Tessa. And figured I'd take the couple hours we have on the train to go ahead and edit some of the video. And Amber is busy playing, trying to destroy humanity. So off to Milan. So part of our first class trip, or train accommodations, included snacks and drinks, and they just gave me some of the coolest orange juice, but it's not orange. It's like red pink, but it's super tasty. I was the only one who got it. I let my wife taste it. She wanted it. Tessa saw it, she wanted it, and then Thor just had to have it because we all did, because, I mean, why not? But they gave us these little snack bags. I don't know what's in them. A cup?
Candy.
Candy.
Chocolate cookies. And a refreshing towel.
Not too shabby. And tiny little bottles. So far this train ride's been pretty awesome. She also got a coffee. Actually, everyone except for me also got coffees. I think she's liking this. We made it to Milan, and now I'm dizzy. We're waiting for our Uber to check in, and then we go tomorrow night to Geneva. I want more food.
Yeah, dude, pasta. Pasta, pasta, pasta,
Food?
pasta, pasta, pasta.
Food? Food. Food.
One eternity later.
So we had a little miscommunication with our Airbnb host. We basically wound up having to sit across the street from it for almost 2 hours. I told them we were getting in at 3:15. They said, oh, it'll take you till 5:30 to get there, so we'll help meet you there at 5:30. To which I said, no, can you meet us there at 4:30? They didn't respond. And then we got to the place at 4, and then they responded saying, oh, well, we're not even in the area, so just wait, pretty much. Keep in mind, I had told them when we were getting in 2 weeks ago, sent them our itinerary before we had even left, so we're in now, and now we're back out, going to find some food. Funny enough, I think we're going to get ramen. Ramen in Milan. So we were just walking to go to a mall, and we found this. And if that wasn't crazy enough, then we also found this. It's crazy how all this just exists. And like, we're in this huge square, there's modern stores and everything around, and people are here, and beautiful artwork. And I will say though, if I remember correctly, this building behind me, it's not old. It was built in 1950, so I mean it's kind of old. It's like 70 years old, but doesn't look or it looks older than it actually is. Yeah. Crazy photo bombers.
next day.
So we're still in Milan. It's like 2:30-ish. We walked around a lot last night. We saw a ton of awesome things. However, this has probably been our least favorite leg of the trip so far. It mainly has to do with the fact that our Airbnb was less than great. We got in to Milan yesterday at about 3-ish, and we had let the host know when we were going to get there, and they told us, oh well, you can check in at 5:30. That's about how long it's going to take you to get from the train station to the apartment. We said, well, you know, is there any way we can possibly check in around 4:30-ish? That we think that's when we're going to be able to get there. And they said, no, just trust me, 5:30. Lo and behold, we got there at 4, and then we're told that we had to wait because they weren't even in town and their friend couldn't get there till 5:30, which is why they told us 5:30 to begin with. So we luckily, like, there was a bar across the street, and we went and had a drink and just kind of killed time for almost 2 hours. So we got checked in and, you know, unpacked and went out and ate dinner and walked around and saw some stuff, and it was a good time. And then when we were walking around, we get a message from the host saying that, oh, checkout is at 11:30. And when we booked it, it was said I think it was 1, maybe noon, but either way, they were asking us to check out early in the morning at 11:30. And we're like, okay, you know, fine, whatever. It's a half hour, even though we didn't get to check in till 2 hours after we got here. You know, no big deal. We'll just roll with it. Well, this morning at 11 o'clock, we get a knock on the door, and it is the person who let us in, and they're there asking us when we're leaving so that they can start cleaning. So wound up being an hour or two before we were actually supposed to check out that we wound up leaving the apartment. And on saving grace was that, oh well, looks like there's a train that we can catch from Milan to Geneva that leaves at 12:30-ish instead of 5:30-ish, so we can get to Milan or to Geneva at 4:30 as opposed to 9:30. We got to the train station and found out that nope, we can't change our tickets because we booked them online and got some, you know, special fare or something like that. So now we're just hanging out at the train station since about 11:30, and like I said, it's 2:30, so we've got another 3 hours before our train leaves. And yeah, so we're just kind of, Amber and I are working on some editing, Don't Us are hanging out, we're just trying to stay cool and find a place to sit. So yeah, we'll see when we get on the train. Car 6, all the way down. Finally, after 4.5 hours, 5 hours, we get to get on our train.